legends, welcome back to day 2 of our free 3-day system challenge. I hope you're super excited. I'm super excited because this is a game changer. I was saying to some of my friends recently that this system is the exact system that I wish that I'd had when I was in the field. Just to make things, it would have made my life so much easier and the business would have moved so much faster. So, before we go into today, we're going to talk about lead generation, the different ways of lead generation and stuff. I want to tell you a couple of stories real quick. So, my friend, Jessie Lee Ward, sadly, she's obviously no longer with us. This concept of Saga was one of her ideas, and we used to have a call every single Tuesday. It was usually 7 p.m. my time, and it was very early in the morning for her. It was the only time that we could make work, but we used to speak for an hour to an hour and a half every single week for 2 solid years, over 100 calls where we were accountability partners. And because we were accountability partners, we became very, very good friends. A lot of the sessions I ended up coaching because I was sharing with her what's working all over the world. And then she was sharing with me what's working inside of some of her teams. And it was really good. Great relationship, great fun. But she came to me one day with a massive amount of frustration. She was like, man, I'm so frustrated. I said, with what? She said, our system is all on a Facebook group with the ATM group. Some of you guys maybe have heard of it. It's the ad tag message. You add people into a group, you tag them into a post, and then you message them after to follow up, right? An ATM being like cha-ching, an ATM machine. So she comes to me and says, people are building on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, with the large majority now moving on to Instagram and starting to crush it on TikTok. And the system is all on Facebook. And it's driving me crazy because people aren't seeing the notifications. We have to add all these people in and approve them. We need assistants to manage it all. And it's like an operation just for the Facebook group. And then people are on Instagram and TikTok are like, oh, I don't have Facebook. So and then on top of it, her business was growing into the German-speaking market, the Italian-speaking market, the Spanish-speaking market. It was growing internationally. And her ambition was to conquer all of Europe and all surrounding countries, right? So she was like, what do I do? I can't just translate the group into German. I can't make there's a post in English, there's a post in German, there's a post in Spanish, there's a post in Italian. And then I can't have a Facebook group for the Germans, for the Italians, for the Spanish, because it'd just be it's just too much. And that's when Saga was created. So if you are someone who wants to get to the level of someone like a Jessie Lee Ward, who was making millions and millions of dollars every single year, was known as one of the biggest celebrities in the network marketing space, in my opinion, one of the greatest network marketers of all time, especially with mixing the online and the offline, then you've got to sign up for Saga. Click the button, sign up for a free trial, and so that you can actually do what I'm showing you to do. There is no point in you just learning what I'm sharing with you and then not implementing it, at least for 7 days. A free 7-day trial. Absolutely nuts. So you're getting the free 3-day system challenge and then a free 7-day trial. How cool is that? Anyway, we're doing this for your benefit, right? Because it's genuinely going to help make things less resistant. Okay? All right. The second thing. Let me tell you a quick story about myself. So that sounded weird, but I think you get what I mean. So when I started the network marketing business, my dad, he straight away told me to write my list. Now, I don't know if you've written your list or not, but it's one of the first systems in network marketing, like establishing your why. How do you find your why? Well, what would you wish for? And then why would you want that wish? Why is that the reason? Why is that the reason? Why is that the reason? That's a system to find your why, right? The wish, and then why? If you don't understand what the wish is, go and watch the movie Aladdin. You'll soon find out. All right? Now, the second system is to write your list. And the system is get a piece of paper and a pen and write down all your contacts on a piece of paper. Now, when I started, Facebook wasn't really a thing. So all my contacts were the people that I just thought about. And there's a system around the memory jogger. If you go into Google and you type in contact list memory jogger, you'll know what I mean. But it basically will say who do you know who's a fireman? Who do you know who's a policeman? Who do you know who's a nurse? And all of a sudden you'll think of 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 100 more names. So I've joined. My dad tells me to write my list. I go upstairs because I was building the business out of my bedroom, which was also my office in my mum and dad's house. My dad's office was downstairs. My bedroom was upstairs, right? So you leave, you go up the stairs, and that's where it is, right? At the top of the landing. So I write my list. And as I'm writing my list, I'm starting to judge people. Because some people are getting me excited because I'm thinking they'll crush this. Some people are getting me nervous because I think they would reject me. Why? Because they have more influence than me. And I realized that after a while, I wasn't really writing everyone I knew. I was starting to write down the low-hanging fruit, right? The fruit that's easy to grab, the people that would be easy to prospect. So I wrote 137 names and numbers. I had way more contacts than that when I look back, but those are the ones that I was comfortable because I knew my dad was going to say, you're going to have to invite them now, right? Interesting. He had a sales process. Surprise, surprise. Okay, so I had 137 names and numbers. I go downstairs, I give the list to my dad. My dad looks at the pieces of paper, double-sided, and he goes like, nice. Now, go upstairs. Now, fortunately for you, Liverpool are playing tonight at 7:45. I'm from Liverpool, my friends are from Liverpool, like we all support Liverpool, right? So invite your friends, 5 of your friends, round to the house tonight to watch the football. Then the first half will happen, and we'll watch the game. Hopefully it's a good game. Then at half time, I'll do a mini pitch for you. I'll do like a mini presentation, a 15-minute presentation. Then the second half, and then after the second half, I will answer some questions and hopefully get some sign-ups. Good? I'm like, yeah, amazing. That's awesome. So, guess what happens? Go upstairs. Call number 1, no. Call number 2, no. Call number 3, no. Why? Because I told them everything. My dad said, the problem is in network marketing, people tell them everything, but you should tell them nothing, right? Meaning, you tell them everything to get them excited, but nothing about the details. But most people tell them nothing that gets them excited and everything about the details. And that's why your invitation sucks. More on inviting later, right? So I get 5 no's out of 5. And instead of going downstairs to tell my dad I got 5 out of 5, like 5 out of 5 no's, which he told me to do 5 and then come back down and we'll review the situation. Instead, I contact number 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 27 no's in a row. I got 27 no's in a row. I could not believe it. It was so bad. And these are the people I thought were going to join. That's why I wrote them on the list. And they all said no. And that exposed the reality of the business to me. Wow, this is going to be so much harder than I thought. And you know what? I didn't like hard. I was 21 years old. I did not like it when times got tough. I did not like it when it was hard. I did not want to push through. I did not want to persevere. I didn't want to show resilience. I didn't want to do any of that. So I went downstairs to quit on my dad. And I had my right hand on my dad's office door. And I was about to throw it open and quit. And for some reason, I turned to my left, maybe because I could hear some music. I turned to my left and there was a glazed door, a glass door that I could see through. And on the other side was a kitchen. Now, it was a big kitchen. My mum and dad had a really nice house, a big kitchen. And my mum was dancing like that scene from Ms. Doubtfire. You know, when Ms. Doubtfire's got like the Hoover or the mop and she's like cleaning up. She was dancing like that. And I remember thinking, why is my mum so happy when I am so angry? I'm about to quit. So I take my right hand off my dad's office door, I put it on the kitchen door, and as soon as I open, I just remember it so clearly. As soon as I open, I hear the reason why she's dancing. She's dancing to a song that was on a radio, and the song went like this. Don't judge me, please. No, 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 there's no limit. No, 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 there's no limit, no reach for the sky, no valley too deep, no mountain too high, no limit. And the sirens are going off in my head because I'm thinking, whoa, 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 whoa. All I've heard upstairs was no, 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 no. And if I can keep getting no after no after no after no, then my business has no limit. And if my business has no limit, my income has no limit. And if my income has no limit, my freedom has no limit. And if my freedom has no limit, I'm going to have so much choice that I'm going to be able to eat what I want, when I want, with who I want. I'm going to be able to travel where I want, how I want, with who I want. I'm going to be able to do this whenever I want. I'll be able to watch Liverpool when I want. I'll be able to watch movies when I want. I'll be able to play golf when I want. I'll be able to do everything that I want. So I go upstairs. I didn't quit. I had no questions asked. My dad didn't see me coming. My mum didn't realize I was there. I went upstairs. I wrote more names on my piece of paper, all of them. And then I wrote a sentence, which changed everything for me. because it's the basis of pretty much all my training. Network marketing is turning strangers to friends, friends to family. That's it. Network marketing is turning strangers to friends, friends to family. We're in the business of collecting people's information, seeing if they want more information, and then seeing if they want a decision, like to take it further, right? We're in the information of connecting with people, and then inviting people, and then informing people, then serving people, and then launching people. That's it. Our goal is to find people and then move them through a pipeline to see. And there's a saying, amateurs convince professionals sort. Now, if you've never heard of that before, it's amateurs convince people to try and join. That's why it's an amateur. You're not looking to convince people. Professionals sort through the numbers to find the people who actually want to build a business and then build a business with those people. Okay? So again, lead generation is so important. And from that sentence, I created the process of FAM, find, add, message. And I used that system and I went crazy. But over the years, I've taught that system to well over 1 million people indirectly. Like I've taught it to people who have gone on challenges like this to nearly 500,000 people. And then from that, people have trained it. It's amazing when I get sent messages of people who are at company events and it says on the screen, network marketing is turning strangers to friends, friends to family. Use the find out message process, right? And I'm like, come on. I don't even know the person who's presenting it. And I don't even know the company the room's in. But it's funny how the knock-on effect happens. So this is what we actually ended up finding. As I traveled around the world and as I speak to different companies and leaders, that the percentage, because you would think that if you have 137 names, that you will have invited 137 names or 137 people. But I want you to look at your Facebook your Facebook friends list, your Instagram following, your TikTok following, your email contacts, your WhatsApp contacts, your phone contacts. Add that number up. Just take a moment and go and do that. 1,000 people, 5,000 people. Mine is maybe like 800,000 people. I don't know of one person today who has more than 1,000 contacts who has not spoken to all 1,000 people. And today, we're going to fix that. So, before I go into this, there are 2 ways that you can grow your business. Action and attraction. Action is you going out to people and starting conversations. Attraction is you creating content so that people are attracted to you. But most people fail with attraction marketing because they create content, they get followers, and that's it. They get content, they get comments, and that's it. The real attraction happens that when you create content, you get someone's information so that you can continue the conversation. My dad used to always say to me, he says, Frazer, if someone has your information, they're a suspect. If you have their information, they're a prospect. And I never, ever forgot that. My goal, especially when I was doing attraction marketing, before people were doing attraction marketing online, my goal was to always get someone's details. So if I was speaking to someone in the supermarket at the cashier, I'd be like, hey, thanks so much for helping. I really love your energy. Do you have Facebook? And I would give them my phone on Facebook and they would search. And yeah. Hey, I would love to connect with you. And I've got a great way that I think you would kill it online. Like there's a system that you need to follow. You would crush it online. And now I'd have their information. Now, guess what? They're a prospect. And we live in the world now today where most people are exchanging Facebook friendships or they're following each other on Instagram, or if you're in the business world, they're connecting with one another and communicating on LinkedIn. But yeah, I'm going to go in, I'm going to dive into the computer again, and I'm going to show you the action and the attraction ways that generate leads that are going to blow your mind. And this is, again, an additional reason why you use Saga instead of Trello, Google Sheets, Microsoft Excel, sticky notes, because you can't do any of this with those tools. This is a system, not a tool. All right, so let's dive in. Okay, so we're in Saga here, and what we're going to do is we are going to go into the contacts again, and I'm just going to go onto the pipeline view because I just feel it's the most visual, right? Let's say. Now, what we're going to do is we can click create new like what I did yesterday. So if I meet anyone in person, which is maybe a little bit more rare for the people watching this right now, then I'm just going to click create new, all right? But Let's just remove this. However, look at this, import. Now, you will see, I can click on here and upload a CSV file, which means if you have like an email database, you can then upload them all. If you've got mobile contacts, you can click this and you can import all your mobile contacts. So you don't have to manually do it. You can go onto Facebook and all of your Facebook friends, you can import in to this. And it will have their name, it will have their email, sometimes it will have their phone number, depending if that's given in their privacy settings. It will have their Facebook handle as well. If their Instagram handle is linked on it, it will link that as well. The same with Instagram. Like, think about all of the people who follow you on Instagram. You can have that, and then you can import all of your contacts on LinkedIn. All you do is you click on this, and it will actually tell you to help me out, and there's a guide, step-by-step. Check our step-by-step guide. It will walk you through step-by-step of how to actually do it, right, with screenshots. It's not very difficult. It just takes the 11 steps to do, right? That's it. Now, once you do that, you're then probably going to get a little bit overwhelmed, but here's the thing. Overwhelm is a choice. Overwhelm is a choice. Information overwhelm is a negative thing. Like, oh my God, there's so much to do. Action overwhelm is a positive thing. When you see you've got 784 people to connect with, and you're like, oh my God, there's a lot of people, I'm overwhelmed. That's a really positive overwhelm to have, because it means you could speak to 10 people a day for 2 months, nearly 3 months, and you would still have contacts, which is amazing. So what I would do is I would click on import, and I want you to do this, right? Make sure you go ahead and do this at the end of today. Don't just learn it and not do it, and just start with your mobile contacts, or just start with your Facebook friends. Don't do all of them and then be like, I've got 72,000 contacts up, because then that is like a very overwhelming. All right. So then what you can do, which is super amazing, is you can click on, where was Sarah Smith? Sarah Smith's already joined. She's a team member, right? Let's just go on Sarah Smith. And here we are, right? Then what you can do is you can click on start journey, and it's going to tell you, in this step, you have to start conversations and build genuine relationships. You're not selling anything yet, just making connections in a natural way. Find common ground and keep it casual. Think about all the people who you have in your email contact, mobile contact, Facebook contact, Instagram contact, LinkedIn contact that you haven't reconnected with for such a long time. Guys, social media and network marketing, it is made for you to start conversations. The person who instigates the most conversations is the person who wins. You're not starting enough conversations. You're waiting for people to come to you and start a conversation with you. Question, how many of you love it when your plane is delayed, so you have to wait? No. How many of you love it when you're trying to get cash out of the ATM machine and there's 17 people in front of you? Oh, love that. No. How many of you guys love waiting in traffic? Nope, didn't think it. For the men out there, how many of you love it when you've got to meet your friends at 8 p.m. and you have to leave the house at 7:45 p.m. but you don't end up leaving until 8:20 p.m. because maybe the hair is not straight enough yet? I'm just kidding. I love it when the women take the time to dress up and get dolled up. You get my point, right? It's just waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. People don't like waiting. So stop waiting in your business, all right? If you don't like waiting in your life, stop waiting in your business, all right? Now, you will see in this step, you have to start conversations to build. So what we can do, we've actually got scripts, okay? So there's going to be different scripts that you can see here. Saga scripts for connecting. It's sorted by connecting. So if you know the person, it's going to give you this script. If you don't know the person yet, or you haven't connected with it, it's going to give you this script. So if I click on this button, I can either click copy script, or I can click on Instagram, and what it's going to do is it's straight away going to take me to the Instagram account of this person. Remember yesterday we set up this person, that's why it's like not a real profile. I can then click on the message button. Obviously, if they're a real contact, I'll already be connected with them. I'll click message. That's it. That's it. Because they're all your Instagram followers anyway, so they follow you, so you can message them. They're all your Facebook friends anyway, so you can message them, right? Sorry, I get excited about this sort of stuff. It's interesting, right? So now, look, it now knows because I clicked copy and I went on to Instagram, right? it now knows that now you've built some rapport, it's time to invite them to take a look at what you have to offer. Compliment them, acknowledge their interest, and introduce them to something that's catchy and curiosity. Share script. Saga scripts. Now it's already filtered by inviting. I haven't clicked anything. The power of AI. Now, warm 1, cold 1, warm 2, cold 2. So you can choose, right? So let's say I'm going to do this one. I'm just going to copy it this time, or I can go on to, let's say, WhatsApp. If I click on WhatsApp, it's going to open it up, but I don't really want to open up my WhatsApp because, well, it's got all my WhatsApp information in there and private chats. So, but it would open up WhatsApp, and I could just go onto, it would go straight onto that person, and I just press paste, and away you go. All right? Now, in the future, the AI will be so smart that it will be able to take all the data and provide you an even better script. But the scripts that we've got right now are based on the scripts that I've used and that's helped people work 15 plus years, hundreds and like basically all the countries, 500,000 people directly, over 1 million people indirectly, right? So now we're still in the inviting because we're warming them up, right? Share script, Saga scripts. Let's use this one, copy script, boom. Now you can share a media and an info page or an info page using a trackable link. This way your lead gets the info they need and you can see if they're interested or not. Share media. This is now the game changer. Share media. Now what we're going to do, we're going to go into our, now what we can do here is you're going to see lots of different stuff. But when you join, you can add into your library. I'll show you how you do that tomorrow. Let's say this is the library. And I want to send them this, the 12 reasons why you need to join network marketing, okay? So click share, copy media link. Now watch this. Straight away, because I've copied the link and obviously assumed that I've sent it, which I'm going to explain now, it's now said, good job. Now give your leads some time to check it out, all right? Now, look at the activity page, all right? Look where it's saying here, like, it's created. That was a manual one. Task completed, right? Because I did a task to follow up yesterday. Change them from lead to ignore that because that was just an example. Connected via Instagram, connected via WhatsApp. I can add a comment if I want. She's on fire. So engaged, right? Save. There, she's on fire. So engaged. Now, remember I copied the link. So what I'm going to do, just for the example, I'm going to go into incognito and I'm going to enter the link. Notice link mate /Frazer /video and then this crazy link here. That is so the Saga system knows that as soon as Sarah has clicked on this link, she's clicked it. So that therefore she has been informed. What do you need to do after informed? There's a little pop quiz for you guys. What were the 5 steps? Connecting, inviting, informing, serving, launching. Well, then if she's watched this, I'll just turn the volume off here. Look, now, sent by Frazer, the video is now starting to play. 12 reasons why to join network marketing, right? Again, this is just an example. You can put your own videos that you do yourself, or that you can download from the company, or that you can go to an upline who's the best presenter that you know to then see if he's got or she's got some information, or collaborate with some team members and create your own, or it can be a PDF, or like you can do whatever you want, whatever tool works, right? Now, we've been watching this video for 33 seconds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just refresh on here and I'm going to see like what Saga believes. Look, Sarah is now in serving. I have not touched this, right? Manually, we did it yesterday, but I've not touched it. It's automatically moving across. Great job, or great. Now that your lead is showing interest, it's time to guide them through the serving step. First, ask a simple question, right? Now, look, viewed the 12 reasons why to join network marketing for 1 minute, right? It's been 1 minute, okay? Now, when it gets to 2 minutes, it will say 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So if I know that it is a 18-minute video, I'm looking for this to say as close to 18 minutes as possible so that I know she is on fire. So now I know exactly how to follow up. This is a freaking game changer. I cannot express enough to you how much of a game changer this is. And it only gets better, but I'm going to share that another time. All right, so now that's the action. So you're going to upload, and again, I want you to import, again, one of these forms of contacts. If it's just a CSV, which is your email database, your email contact list. If you use email, you'll have an email contact list. Import your phone contacts. I would probably start here, right? Use the new way of doing things with a bit of the offline contacting, right? Or if you've got like maybe less than 5,000 friends, then I would use Facebook. But you do whatever you want to do, right? But I would only do one of them for now, just to prove to yourself that you're able to do it. Okay, so that's that. Now, the second way is action. So many people are just creating content for the sake of creating content, and they're not capturing anyone. Therefore, they're building someone else's platform. You do not own what is on Facebook. You do not own what is on Instagram. You do not own what's on YouTube. Meta and Google own that. Like, we're creating content to build someone else's company. You need to create content now for one reason: build a list. If the money is in the list, then you have the list you have the list that you have before you join network marketing, and then you have the list after you join network marketing. That one will be the bigger one. I had 137 names and numbers when I started network marketing. Guess how many I have now? A lot more. Tens of thousands more. Our email list is like 60, 70,000 active people, which means within a 30-day period, those 60 to 70,000 people open the emails at least once. At least once. That's a lot of people. It's like football stadiums. 137, 60-something thousand. Big difference. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go into a lead magnet. Now, I want you to think of this as leader magnet. How do you turn a lead to a leader? You help them become better, faster, smoother, happier, sexier, wealthier, fitter, richer, cleaner, right? More stylier. No. All right, lead magnet. So what we can do is we can actually create, you can see here, my magnets, create new lead magnet. I can give it a name, give it a link ending. So it's linkmate.1/Frazer/ testing this, right? And that's going to be the link that I would send. Do I want it to be a product lead magnet or a business lead magnet? Biz. Let's just say biz like that. Business. What color? I'm going to use purple. I love purple. Purple's awesome. Icon. I'm going to use the Thunderbolt. That's fine. Do I want professional, luxurious, gentle? Okay, we're going to go professional. Create lead magnet. And now look at this. I can create a graphic, right? I can get someone to do it for me. I can use Canva. I could use ChatGPT, right? How to achieve financial freedom with our system. There we go. Inside, you're going to find how people just like you have created a life of their dreams with this online business. Did you write any of this? Did I write any of this? No. Fill in the below to claim your free resource. Full name, email, phone number, get it for free. What you're going to learn with this special content, boom, 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 boom. Frazer. I pressed the button. I pressed the flipping button, and that was that. That's it. Confirm, right? Step 2. Awesome. Check your email. We've sent you your freebie, right? That's the freebie. Again, it's an image. I personally would for those of you who are like, oh, but I don't have a freebie, go onto your notes of your phone and give like some thoughts, screenshot the thoughts, right? Whether it's a checklist, step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whether it's just writing, screenshot it, and that becomes the PDF that you send. And don't worry, I'll show you how to send it later, maybe tomorrow. Thank you for claiming your free resource. If you don't see it, be sure to look into your spam folder and send me a message if you'd like to learn more. Send message. Now, if someone clicks on that, guess what? It's going to open up WhatsApp and it's going to go straight to your number so they can message you. Confirm. Wow, this is taking me like literally nothing. Okay. Now, if we've got a PDF, we can upload the PDF here. Or if we've got a link to the PDF, we can put the link here. Entering a PDF is going to be so much easier, right? Send after the form submission immediately. So immediately after they enter in the information, the PDF is going to get sent to them. This is it. Open this email to get your freebie, right? And then the email, click here to get your freebie. Download button, right? Please feel free to reach out if you need any advice. Frazer Brookes. P.S. Access to this resource will be ending soon, so access now. Save. Already saved. Add a new email to the sequence. So I could email them a day after, asking for feedback. A week after, inviting them to a webinar. A week after, sharing some success stories. Unbelievable. And obviously we need to add in a PDF or a link. Let's just put, I'm just going to put a link to my website, right? FrazerBrookes.com/challenge, let's just say. Okay, let's just say it's challenge, right? And then even this comes up, okay? Complete, view PDF on the first, view, okay, yeah. So download, I've got to put it here, right? Download, I guess that's that. Save, and then we're done. We're flipping done. Like, I've now got complete, email flow, share, copy link. Let me show you. It's absolutely insane. That is absolutely insane. Now let's just test this. Let's go with Claire Jones. I use Jones all the time, don't I? Claire Jonesy. Let's just do like that. Random numbers. gmail.com. Let's say her Instagram is Claire Bear. Sorry. And then we're just going to put a number. Whoops, like this, right? Get it for free now. Great, your information has been saved successfully. We'll be in touch soon, right? And now it's got this. It's going to automatically have sent an email and then message me when I click on message me. Yeah, because I've not put it in my details because I don't want my details showing in there. But if they were to click here, message me, it would send to WhatsApp. If they click on here, it would also take me to whatever I set in my profile. All right? So this could send me to, but here's even better. And this has been playing now for 8 minutes. Okay? I hope you're still with me. Okay, there we go, yeah. All right, so, contacts. Oh, surprise, surprise. Claire Jones is now there. So we click on Claire Jones. It's got all the information that she filled in. Activity, it's now going to say, contact created, the lead magnet, which was the biz lead magnet. She's interested in the business because it was a business interest, and that she's now a lead. Right? A potential lead, right? Scheduled email with subject, open this email to get your freebie from lead magnet, biz to be sent, which has already obviously been sent. Now, I can't open it and show you so that you'll be able to see if it's been opened or not, but this is, I'm telling you. Right, let's see Sarah Smith. Let's update on Sarah Smith. Remember the girl who we watched the video I showed before? Activity. Look at this. 12 reasons why to join network marketing has been viewed for 9 minutes and 30 seconds, right? What's it on now? 9 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, wow. Surprising that it works. Okay. So if you've ever had a problem with generating leads, now you can start with taking action on all the people that you actually know. And now you need to reach out to them, but you might not have known how to reach out to them. Well, now you can use our AI tool that's going to help you create scripts to start the conversation or restart the conversation, and then instigate the invitation, and then know exactly what to send next, and then know exactly what to say when they've watched a certain amount of video to see if they want to take things further. And then they're going to stay in the serving stage until they ask you to remove them, or until they become a customer or a team member, which you can move them into launching. Okay? Now, with the other part is you've got the lead generation, the lead magnet. Oh, I just want to spend a few moments about this, because if your mind wasn't blown and you use social media, then you're missing the point of social media. Social media is to do three things. Number one, build trust. Number two, start conversations. And number three, inspire your team. Most people get the inspiring the team part wrong because they inspire through lifestyle and not through work. So guess what? Their business ends up doing this, right? Because everyone then wants the lifestyle that their upline has, which is them just traveling and just living their life and never seeing them work. Whereas if you show it to inspire through work, then the team wants to work and they want the life that you have. Anyway, that's for a completely different challenge altogether, right? But your goal, if you want to build trust, right? You want to build trust. Trust is not created after one post. You want to start conversations. The first conversation you have with someone won't be the last conversation to get them to join the business. All right. And then inspiring your team, right? So The one thing that you need to do with social media that encompasses all of these things is to capture the data. If I create content just for the sake of getting likes, views, shares, and comments, I am doing it wrong. My goal is to create content to grow the following and engagement, yes, but to get people to want the freebies, to get people to give me their name, their number, their email address. Because what I'm going to share with you in day 3 is, again, going to blow your head off of your shoulders in a great way to show you what's actually possible with how you can nurture and serve and serve and track until you become a better network marketer, because that's the goal. That's what my ambition is. That's what Jesse Lee's ambition is. That's what the team at Saga's ambition is, to make you better through systems, because we know if you have big ambition, you can have a big business. If you have big work ethic, you will have a big business. But eventually you are going to have a dip, and the dip will hit where the system is. And here's the thing. Some of you aren't recruiting people right now because you don't have a system, and then you think that you have to lead them, and because you haven't got the results that you believe are sexy enough, then you feel that you can't lead someone. Let the system do the leading. Imagine this. I'm your upline and I use Saga, and I get you involved into the business, and you use Saga, and then you use Saga with how it's supposed to work to get more recruits and more team members and more customers. You use Saga to then get people to join, and when they join, part of your process is, hey, you need to start with Saga, get a free trial, import all of your contacts. How many did you have? 832. You've got 832 contacts. Are you kidding me? That's insane. Okay, this is how we invite people. Let Saga accelerate your learning and your team's doing. This is a productivity tool. This is a tracking tool. This is a lead generation tool. This is a presentation tool, a serving tool, a communication tool. It's so many different tools that creates the system. That's why Saga is a system and not a tool. That's why it's not a sticky note tool. It's not a Google tool. It's not a calendar tool. It's a system, and systems are sexy. Systems scale. Systems make you a lot of money. Okay? So what I need you to do right now is, if you haven't already done so, either sign up for your free 7-day trial and choose the option I would choose with the suggested one, which I think is the basic one to start with, right? Remember, if you don't like it after 7 days, you do not need to go any further with it, right? Or if you already have a trial, log in, right? And the second thing that I want you to do is go into the contacts and click on import, and just import a bunch of contacts so that you fill your pipeline, so you can see, wow, I've got 300 on the connecting tab, 0 on the inviting, 0 on the informing, 0 on the serving, 0 on the launching. And in your 7-day trial, let's look to move people across the pipeline. Now, before I do go as well, there is something special that I want to share with you guys. So about a year ago, I did a course called Social Selling Secrets. It's the #1 social media based course that I've done. Very, very practical, a lot of theory, a lot of practical. You will know exactly what you need to do on social media after going through that course. And it's a course, it's a $97 course. But if you sign up for free and you choose one of the options, when you go into your library section, which I'll show you tomorrow, you will see the Social Selling Secrets course already in there. And very, very soon, it might already be in there now, very, very soon, there's also a lead generation masterclass, which is about a $40 to $50 valuable product, where you have to spend $40, $50, I think it's $47 to actually buy that. And it's a masterclass on how to generate more leads through attraction and action. I think I covered like 8 different ways, 10 different ways. You're going to absolutely love it. So if signing up for a free trial to get this for 7 days is not enough, then I'm already going to give you $150, $160 of additional value. Why? Because I want you to win. And I want you to see what I've seen. I want you to see what I wish Jesse Lee Ward had seen, because this is a game changer. Tomorrow, we're going to go through a bunch of other stuff, other features that you're going to absolutely freaking love, because it's going to accelerate and simplify everything that you're doing. All right? I'll see you soon.